Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. So today it's the 10th. It's Monday of November, 2014. 2004 was when Halo 2 came out. Tonight is I believe, the midnight release for the anniversary edition or whatever, and they are kind of honoring the Halo 2 franchise from the way that I need to turn this down still. It came out 10 years ago now, so they've made the anniversary edition of Halo with the like updated texture patches or textures for the maps and stuff for Halo 2 and stuff. And I don't have an Xbox, but this is like the one game released this year that I'm like, man, I kind of wish I had Xbox One right now. I wish I had a console and not just be a complete PC gamer, because I would love to go back to the days of Halo. And let me throw back to why. Back in 2004, I was going to trade school. I was living in a dorm, and we played Halo 1. Almost 9 months that I was there, we played it a lot. The 9 months that I was there until Halo 2 came out. And I remember when Halo 2 was coming out, we didn't get to go to a midnight release. I don't think any of the stores thought or took PC gaming as serious back then. And so we got up at 4 something in the morning, went 5 in the morning to our local stores that opened at 6, and we kind of waited around until we were living in Alaska. We were going to school at a Job Corps trade school, so we're like living in the dorm. We were like, someone's got to have copies of this game. We're gonna have to get out of school and go get them. They might not be there. They might be sold out. That's what some of us were thinking. Some of us were just like, we just want the game. Excitement. And we'd been playing Halo 1 for 9 months together. Some of us. I'd been there about 9 months at that time, and it was kind of a evolution in gaming for me, where I went from being a solo player gamer most of my life because, just the consoles that I had and the games that were out before Xbox were very much, solo player games, solo player campaign. Final Fantasy games and stuff is what I like to play a lot. Before that I had Sega Genesis, so I had Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that. But Halo, it was one of those games that was like, it's a LAN party, it's a bunch of people, you're all into gaming, you're all having fun. It was great. It was like, for me, it was the beginning of what led to me wanting to be like an online gamer, PC gamer. I was going to school for computer repairs, so I was hanging out with a bunch of other people that liked playing Counter-Strike and some of those other games, but I hadn't really played a lot of those. So Halo was like the first-person shooter that I ever got involved in, got excited about and liked a lot. And then when Halo 2 came out, I just remember like the excitement for all of us was like finally something new and more. The changes that we could see from websites and stuff was like the dual machine guns and being able to dual wield and stuff, and so we were all pretty excited. I think fall damage was reduced or taken away. Like there was some things that was just like maybe there wasn't fall damage in Halo 1. Now I'm not even sure anymore. It's been a long time since all this has happened. There's been so many other games since. And after Halo 1, Halo 2, I didn't really get into Halo 3. I didn't have an Xbox 360. Never kept up with console stuff. And so this year when they were announcing the Halo Mastery or Master Chief, whatever, this edition, I was like, this is exciting stuff. This is something that I would actually want to get back into consoles, that I would want to get into Halo again. But I think things have changed so much since then, because back then we had, we were living in a dorm. There was four halls in our dorm, and so 2 of the halls met up and had kind of like a common room, and we'd go in there and we'd play 16 players in a LAN party, name calling and all the dude broing stuff you can think of, jeering each other, and there was a lot of Rambos and a lot of those kind of things, those kind of players in there. We had all kinds of different people that were involved in playing, because not all of us were computer repairs. Some people, we were a trade school, so there was people that were into carpentry, electricians, business management people, not as many of those. for the guys, but so then we also had the women's dorm there. Be a couple girls that would come over and hang out and play with us, and it was a very exciting time in gaming for me. It was a very exciting time. For a lot of us, I think the LAN party setting and stuff, the way that we got to communicate and just spend so much time together, we really got to know each other, and the hazing and stuff was really fun, and it was a very personal thing. And then when I got to play Halo 3 at one point, I borrowed someone's Xbox and borrowed someone else's. They didn't even have Halo on the person I borrowed from, so I had to borrow someone else's copy of Halo 3. Neither of them even really cared, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna borrow your thing, I'm gonna play Halo. And it was, I got to play the story, and then I got an online thing for like a month, and I played it for like about a month, really, and it wasn't the same, because you don't have that, you're not in the same room with someone. You can't be like, oh, you suck, dude. You can't call someone out, and there is no confrontation. It's a bunch of 12-year-old kids with microphones, internet bullies, trying to be, internet gangsters, trying to be tough, and 12-year-olds just don't sound tough because they got that little squeaky voice and stuff, and I'm an adult, so to me it's like, yeah, kid, you got nothing, so shut up, thing. Sorry. Ads. Spotify doesn't love me. So yeah, it was a different time, it was a different group. The way that playing games and stuff worked back then, it was a LAN party, it was a lot more fun. So I missed that, and I wanted to get back into it with Halo 3. When I tried it out, it was just like, no, this is not the same. And by that time I'd already been into playing Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, and I'd tried some of the Battlefield games. 2142 was probably the first Battlefield game, and then Bad Company 2 and stuff. And so trying to come back to Halo, I would so want to get into this anniversary collector's edition where you get Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this, and then when the next Halo game comes out, you get in the beta and stuff for that, and that would be awesome to me. That sounds so exciting. But then I think back to that month of Halo 3 experience where I was just like, yeah, these little kids I'm playing with, and even late at night, you still got those kids that come in and they just think, they're the toughest thing on the internet, and they interrupt your mental thought when you're trying to play the game. They're just so rude and mean, and your mom jokes and stuff is that's all you hear in there. It's like, I did your mom, blah blah, and that's all you get. That's all you get. And I got tired of it, and within a month I was like, I'm not playing Halo 3 again. It's not as exciting as it used to be. And I've moved on from being a controller, first-person shooter, to keyboard and mouse, which is so much smoother. Like, if you don't ever try keyboard and mouse for a shooting game, you probably won't know the difference. But once you've played keyboard and mouse, you know how much more accurate and sensitive you can get your controls, and how much more customized you can get your controls. To go back to a controller just feels weird, clunky, awkward, and so I don't know, unless I got one of those adapters where you could use your keyboard and mouse on an Xbox, I don't think I could even go back to playing Halo. It just feels weird. The other sad part to me is Halo 3 never even came to computer. Halo 1 and Halo 2 did, and Halo 2 was you have to get Windows Vista or newer, and so I didn't actually get to try the Halo 2 PC when it first came out. It was a long time. It'd been out for a long time, but those took a while before they even had any community. And Halo 1 had a lot of modding community, but it was for a PC game, it was not optimized on the computer that I had back then. It didn't run at all, so there just wasn't any fun out of it to be had on PC, and it, so that really never happened. And I tried to, find friends and stuff that are into the LAN party kind of thing, and I just don't have that anymore. Most of my friends are now online PC gamers and stuff. I have a few friends that are still stuck in the console era, and I feel like they need to move on, but they don't have the money to buy a computer, keep up with a computer, maintain the computer and stuff, and so that has kept them back. And they don't care about the games that people play on computers. They don't care about League of Legends. They don't care about World of Warcraft back when it was the popular thing. They don't care about most of those kind of games. They just they care about their Call of Duty or their Halo or whatever they're playing. The other people that I hang out with, they're into Counter-Strike, Mostly Counter-Strike Sources, a lot of my friends on Steam, and then some for Counter-Strike Go and stuff. So, like, I just don't have that Halo friend group, that LAN party group community that I used to have, and I kind of miss that. I miss it, but I don't think it's ever going to happen again. Like, I feel in this weird, awkward place of, like, computer gaming is kind of a little bit more lonely, a little different, but, I am on Skype with people and I am doing stuff, but it's not the same. The nostalgia for Halo, I mean, this is a series that really got me into, like, it didn't get me into professional gaming, but it got me into very, just, 24/7 gaming, like dedicated, like, free time is gaming. That's the game that really did it. I mean, we spent hours and hours in trade school, so much that we had RAs, residential advisors, they would come in and be like, you guys need to take a break. Like, I don't care what you guys do, you need to go outside for like 15 minutes every hour is one of the rules. They eventually set this rule that, like, you guys play for an hour, you need to go outside for 15 minutes before you can come back and play anymore. And we're like, what? That's crap. We're not doing that. You're crazy. But, it's one of those things that it probably really smelled like BO in that room. There's a bunch of us just, sitting in there eating Doritos and Mountain Dew. It's the same thing that Call of Duty commercials are all about now, is that Doritos and Mountain Dew. I mean, that was the same thing back then. I mean, this is 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago for the Halo 1 and then Halo 2. And even when Halo 2 came out, some of us we stuck with Halo 1, and we played that game a lot. I mean, we loved the LAN parties and sometimes just messing around, just blowing up, using rocket launchers to shoot the ghosts and stuff up into the corner of the map and all, stuff like that. We spent a ton of time, just messing around. I mean, almost finding bugs, exploring, just getting the most out of our money for those games. And just the friends that I had that we went and we got that Halo 2 on the opening day. We went and left school before class to go get this game to make sure we had a copy, because other people we knew, and some people did, they went after school or whatever, and the stores, they just didn't expect people to buy this many copies of it. Halo 2 was kind of one of those first games to, like, sell out in places, I think. As far as I can remember, back when I'm remembering to Halo 2 days, like, that was one of the first games that, like, because people played Halo 1, it was one of those big, like, oh, we gotta get this, and everyone had to get it, and so many people had to get it, that, not everyone could find a copy in a store. And we lived in a small town in Alaska. There was probably 3 different stores, Fred Meyer's, another Fred Meyer's, and Wasilla. We lived in Palmer, Wasilla had one, and then there was a Walmart in Wasilla that probably had it. So, I mean, that's it. Those stores. And so, and then you've got however many people at our age group trying to get this game. So, first day getters, we were definitely into it, and the rush to beat the story mode, and then, to be the best in the multiplayer for the LAN parties and stuff. And the LAN parties at the first few days, I don't think were as big. I think everyone was trying to beat the story the first few days, and then it went on to the weekend, when now you have people that don't leave the dorms for the weekend, because we live close to Anchorage. We live like 60 miles from Anchorage. We had people a lot of people in the dorms that lived there would go and stay with family or stay with friends or their girlfriend or something in Anchorage, 60 miles away, for the weekend for like 2-3 days. They'd come back, Monday morning, or normally Sunday night was most people came back, but some people would get an extension and stay the extra night. But so people would be gone. But those of us that stayed in the dorm, we were like, we've got nothing to do. We got to find something to do. And Halo was one of those things. It was a time killer, time saver, time something. It was a lot of our hours spent playing that game. And between going, to school 8 hours a day and learning our trades, and then needing that time to relax and sleep, we spent a lot more of it trying to play Halo. We probably should have spent some more time. We didn't have, I don't remember having like homework and stuff. We probably could have done, studying and stuff after class for a lot of our classes, but not some of the other trades, the carpentry and electrician and stuff. They didn't have much homework to do. So I'm sure, but yeah, you know, it was a different time, and it was great. To me, it's still so nostalgic because it was one of the best times in gaming for me. It was one of those times where I had so many friends that were into it, and like people you wouldn't expect to be into gaming would all of a sudden be like, "Oh, you guys are playing Halo? I want to play," you know. And then we had a bunch of other games. I mean, I had like GameCube, so we had Smash Brothers, and we had Soul Calibur 2, and we had some people that had like the Tekken games and stuff on PlayStation or Xbox, and you know, so we had a few other games, but Halo was really, that was the biggest one, and that was the one that most people would come in and be like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to play this. And some of us had spent so much time playing one that we, you know, were practically, you know, pro at 2 when it came out, and it was just, we spent a lot of time doing that, and so I miss it, and I'm excited to see that people are still like into Halo, you know, so many years later, because I don't have as many friends that are into it anymore. I don't have as many friends that care about gaming. Most of my friends are more about whatever their job or work or family now. So I'm like one of the few that at my age group is still like, video games must play 24/7, and this is not really 24/7, but I you know, I spend more time than most of my friends. You know, some of them may spend 3 hours a week, or I spend maybe 40 playing the new Call of Duty that came out this week. You know, so that's the difference. But yeah, I miss it. So I wanted to make a video kind of towards that, and that's why the music is Halo music in the background. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna make this the end of the video. Really didn't want to talk about any other topics or anything this month. For the vlog, for the podcast thing. So, you know, if you guys have good memories of Halo and LAN parties from Halo 1, Halo 2, especially Halo 2, since it's the anniversary re-release going on, post those in the video comment section on YouTube and stuff. Just let me know, you know, what you guys, you know, remember most about Halo and what was exciting and nostalgic to you. I just, you know, I wish I was still in a group of friends that wanted to play this, and I'd be out there tonight at midnight if I had a console. I don't have the Xbox One. I don't have that. I'm a PC gamer now, so I'm not going to be out there in the crowds, you know, shivering, waiting for the doors to open at Walmart or whatever. But if I did have the Xbox, this is one of those games I would definitely be out there with, you know, a group of friends just waiting, you know. So for those of you that do go out and wait and stuff, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that it's, you know, worth the wait. I hope that they've done some cool changes and stuff to the Halo 2, to the maps and stuff, to make them really good HD textures and stuff. I hope it's really good. I hope it revitalizes the Halo franchise, because I think it's been a few years since we've had anything, and with Xbox One not getting its own Halo yet, there isn't like a resurgence of Halo players and stuff. So I think this is leading up to that. I think this is a smart move for Xbox to like have this game pack with, you know, all 4 games and then the beta stuff. So for the next Halo, I think that's great. This is a smart, good move, and I think it's gonna like kind of revitalize and maybe bring up some of the nostalgia and stuff for some of us that did get into it. And I'm, you know, sad that I'm not part of that anymore, not part of the console gaming groups. But you know, PC Master Race, yeah, you know, PC gaming, it's the way to go now. So I wish Halo would come out and be like, we're gonna put it on PC too, because why not? Call of Duty does it. But no, I don't think it's gonna happen. Halo 3, Halo 4 never came to PC as far as I know. So, you know, Halo 1 and 2, they just didn't do very well. So it's sad that I'm divided from that community just because of my choice in gaming platforms. But you know, whatever, it's alright. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment on this video if you got some cool stories and stuff, or you guys can hit me up on Twitter at Turtle13. And you guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys next time.